a big business? Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody else want to throw on it?
We want to go.
Just kidding. One person on there.
It's a videotape.
Okay. So now, and these ones right here, they got a lot of power. So they're easily pulling these people along, right? They're not contesting these anti-immigrant proposals at all, right? Mm-hmm. But they're starting to think, well, what do the big businesses care about? Now it's not just what the politicians care about. What do the businesses care about? Money. The bottom line, plain and simple. So how do we, as immigrant rights advocates who want the best for our communities, who want all these things that Cristo wants, how do we get them to then come on our side?
We boycott.
Boycott. Now, there's a lot of ways to put pressure on corporations, and it could be that their own workers organize. It could be that there's work stoppages. It could be having pickets outside of their businesses. In Arizona, they declared a boycott of the state, right? And specifically, a commercial boycott, a boycott of those companies who have been supporting anti-immigrant politicians. These people right here, not any of the other businesses, not the small businesses, but the big businesses that have been putting their backing behind anti-immigrant politicians. So we have a boycott called for the state of Arizona. And now, when you have a boycott called, who are you getting involved?
The media. The media.
The media is bringing it to the national audience. You also have local governments and groups that are outside of the state that are saying, yeah, we're gonna abide by this boycott. We're not gonna go. We're gonna hurt the tourism industry, whatever. We're just not gonna go to Arizona. So, people want to represent local and county governments from different states? Oh yeah, you can just get on the side. Or you can give them more string.
No.
So they're starting to think, okay, well, now this is something that we didn't expect, right? We're gonna maybe get there's gonna be something negative coming out of this to the businesses. Well, not just the boycott. They're now deciding, well, what do we need to do to keep that boycott in the national consciousness, to make sure that people keep abiding by that boycott, and to put further pressure on the big businesses. So what do y'all do?
Well, I know the way it starts is you get a certain group of people, then you get the media involved, and if that doesn't work, you march to their business, you threaten to spend the night there, like they do in Wisconsin.
So actions. Direct actions.
Direct actions.
And so one of those was 100,000 people marching in Arizona on May 29th of last year. You had actions all over the country at Diamondback games, and then
The basketball team, they put Los Sols.
yeah, the basketball teams were supporting their Spanish language jerseys, bringing a lot of attention to this, so that this idea of the boycott continues to take effect, to have an effect on these people right here. So what do y'all then do after you start to feel the effects of the
We
boycott?
have to negotiate with them. We have to give up something.
Well, y'all are negotiating with them. Y'all don't care about them. Y'all are not gonna. Y'all right here is where the relationship starts to get strained.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna lose big business.
Y'all, so you start saying we're gonna lose money to these politicians right here, right?
So if they lose money, they lose support.
Right.
So that means they have no choice but to join, just like they did back in the 60s.
And y'all, pretty much what happened on Wednesday of last week was that the biggest employers in Arizona wrote a letter to the state senate saying we don't want this legislation to pass. Kill it. Like it's affecting us. And the boycott. And there was a line that said in the letter that said even a business that had Arizona in their name felt the effects of the boycott, right? So this starts to be a big deal, and they start loosening their grips, and some of them start to walk away. Now, y'all two are still you're hard line politicians, anti-immigrant, but you lost your support, and now these people have a whole lot of support on this, right? And even to the point where on Thursday, some of the more moderate Republicans in Arizona voted to kill those bills, that series of anti-immigrant legislation. So now you're not pulling the whole thing over, but you're pulling them farther this direction. Okay, so that's the activity right there, and I know that I didn't really cut it short. Thank you so much. So